I'm not quite sure where to start today's report, other than the fact that you are not going to like what I have to say. In fact, it could downright terrify you. But I'm going to say it anyway, because I believe that the only way to stop the death, destruction, famine, and war that may be coming to America is to get this message out so we can stop tyranny, so we can stop fascism, so we can stop communism from taking over our country. When globalist and communist rule, death, decay, destruction, war, and famine are always what follows. You see, they're already implementing all their communist goals. There's not one goal left to implement in the United States of America. Let me prove it to you. Let's start first with Cleon Skousen's The Naked Communist, a book that was written, I believe, in 1963. Now, this book I've talked about before, but it outlines 45 different goals by the communists. This is how they take over countries. Now, for sake of time, I'm not going to share all of them. I'm just going to share the most critical ones. But you will see as I go through the list that all of them have pretty much been fulfilled. For starters, let's start with this one. They want to develop the illusion that total disarmament by the U.S. would be a demonstration of moral strength. In other words, they want to disarm us. They're already making headway. They keep banning stuff. They keep using mass shootings to their advantage. That's definitely a check. I don't even have to expand on it. A second thing, grant recognition of Red China, admission of Red China into the United Nations. Check. That's already happened. Promote the United Nations as the one and only hope for mankind. Resist any attempt to outlaw the Communist Party. This is why the four horsewomen of the apocalypse, you know who they are already in office. They're communist under the guise of socialism. Socialism is communist. And they're already in our political parties. Let's move on. Do away with all loyalty oaths. Check. Capture one or both political parties in the United States. Check. Communists have literally taken over the Democratic Party, and the Republicans have become the Democratic Party. There is really only one party in the United States. Use technical decisions of the courts to weaken basic American institutions. Check, check, check. Get control of the schools. Check. Gain control of student newspapers. Check. Use student riots to foment public protest against programs or organizations which are under communist attack. This would be, some examples of this would be the walkout of high schools to protest gun violence at these schools. That's one. Organized, of course, by George Soros and the Communist Party. Here's another. Infiltrate the press. Check. Get control of book review assignments, editorial writing, policy-making positions. Get control of key positions on radio, TV, motion pictures. Continue discrediting American culture by degrading all forms of artistic work and expression. Here's another. Eliminate all laws governing obscenity by calling them censorship and a violation of free speech and free press. In other words, start censoring people into oblivion, which they are doing. Next one, break down cultural standards of morality by promoting pornography and obscenity in books and magazines, on TV and on radio. Infiltrate the churches and replace revealed religion with social religion and discredit the Bible. Huge check. This is why we have social justice warrior churches today. This is why FEMA is working in conjunction with the churches. Here's another. Eliminate prayer or any phrase of religious expression in the schools. Check, check, check. Discredit the American Constitution. Call it inadequate. Call it old-fashioned, out of step with the modern needs. Discredit the American founding fathers. Belittle all forms of American culture and discourage the teaching of American history. Support any socialist movement to given centralized control over any part of the culture, education, social agencies, welfare programs. That's what they're talking about doing with illegal immigrants. Also having us pay for all the health care, all the needs, universal basic income, another thing you've heard. Eliminate all laws or procedures which interfere with the operation of the communist apparatus. Check. Check, check, check. Infiltrate and gain control of big businesses? Check. And unions? Check. Discredit the family institution? Emphasize the need to raise children away from the negative influence of the parents, a community rearing of your children. And finally, create the impression that violence and insurrection are legitimate aspects of American tradition. You see, this is exactly what they've done with them labeling Christians and conservatives and Trump supporters as racist bigots. That's what they've done. Now, I only touched on half, and I'm going to leave a link in the description box below where you can see all 45. But they're already here. They're already being implemented. And my fear for all of us today is that we're going to see this come to pass. We're already seeing it come to pass. They've already taken over the internet and are trying to wipe us all off the line. And they're using all their means to do so. I already told you that I'm being attacked on Google. My videos are few and far between being recommended. They've even put, if you Google my name on Google, they've put my backup channel, which is 19,000 compared to my main channel, above my YouTube channel. They're messing with things. They've made it, you can plug in an exact title of my video, even with my name, and it won't even come up on the Google search engine. This is called shadow banning. Here's another example. They're also now suppressing click counts. I'll prove it to you. Take a look at this first image here. What I want you to notice is that this was taken at 6:52, and it says I have 16,601 views. And notice the likes are at 2,018. Now let me throw up the other one at 9:57. This was taken 3 hours later. It's still at 16,601 views, which is impossible for a channel my size. But notice the likes changed to 2,264. That's about 250 likes from one video to the other. Meanwhile, the click count doesn't do anything in 3 hours. That has never happened on my channel before. I have been watching the analytics since I've been on YouTube since 2014. I have never seen it do that. Is this a new level of censorship? Is it a bug? I don't know. All I know is I sent in an email to YouTube and I am waiting for a response from them. And at this time, I don't have one to give you, but I will leave an update if they do respond in the community section here on YouTube. But the bottom line is they're using everything in their arsenal to bring in and usher in communism, to usher in globalism, to take over our American culture. And I'm still waiting for President Trump to start taking action. If he doesn't do something quick, he's going to lose all his support base. And I have to be honest, the amount of censorship that I've gotten since he has been in office has intensified 10 to 20 fold, if not 100 fold. And I don't know if that's just because there's a fight going on in politics. I don't know. All I know is we are on the brink, literal brink, of losing every ounce of freedom we have. And we're going to lose it in the name of safety. We're going to lose it in the name of liberal policies. Anyhow, please don't forget to check out my partner at TrumpCoin2020.com. Right now, they have this amazing 5-ounce silver coin, 0.999% silver, and it's America the Beautiful. It's a combo set, and it comes with a Trump coin. I highly encourage you to check it out right now at TrumpCoin2020.com. Use the code LisaHaven25 to get $25 off. This is a great bartering item to have on hand. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.